talk about. We'll just keep talking. We'll just keep talking. Just keep talking. Talking. For so long. Oh, we're babbling on. So, good morning, Babbling On community. Today I'm joined by probably the two funniest people on the internet in my book, and I know they won't shy away from that label. I'm talking, of course, about the founders of THNK1994, a museum that has covered some of the more important topics of our time, including but not limited to Kim Cattrall scatting, which is how I met you guys. And I do want to sort of touch on the history of the museum in a second. But please welcome to the podcast, Matt Harkins and Viviana Olen. Welcome!
Thank you so much for having us. We're so happy to be here. We can't wait to babble on.
I'm honored, and I'm honored that you both wanted to babble your faces off. Like, this is so major. I'm obsessed with you both. Can you talk a little bit before we get into the nuts and bolts about, like, how you two met and created this museum and the name and everything? I know a little bit, but for the listeners at home?
It all started many, many years ago in 1972. No. Many years ago, we met at a party and we had a great conversation, but Matt kept on running away from our conversation, so I kept on chasing him. And then eventually we started hanging out. And I was doing a web series at the time called THNK1994, where I would take my roommate's cats and we would act out a play. And Matt came over and we did A Streetcar Named Desire, which he had not read.
I just watched that with Paul Mezcal in Brooklyn, like on Friday. Yeah.
It's a sign.
Yeah, it's a sign.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
How did the cats do in the show?
The cats, well, the fun thing was they were bad cats. You know, they were bad cats.
They were bad.
But from there, we just became best friends. And then one day we moved in together and we watched a documentary, The Price of Gold by Nanette Burstein, on Tonya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan. And we kind of couldn't shut up about it. So we decided to dedicate our new apartment to facilitating a space to talk about Tonya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan.
Yeah.
And so we created a museum, obviously.
Yes.
And we had a 25-foot long hallway. We painted it black. People came and, like, you know, added art and donated artifacts. And
about Nancy and Tonya. Yeah.
They were like, also I'm realizing I didn't set up my microphone. Is that okay?
It works for me. I'm hearing you loud and clear.
People gave us like anything from a diorama up into like an actual painting. And then for the rest of it, that wasn't like art. I think I had like 2 old phones, and I worked at the 9/11 museum at the time. And I remember they made like a big deal about like this like video portion, but I was like, it's just an iPad. So then I was like, oh, we could do this. And we just like Velcroed the old phones onto the wall and showed like YouTube videos of them ice skating.
Wow. So there was an iPad about 9/11.
Yeah, at the museum they had like, I guess they were like touch screens. Like you could, I don't know what you did on it.
Right.
But they were
what
like,
did you do on it?
Very careful with this. Like this is like high tech. And then when I looked at it, I was like, it's just like an iPad in like a box.
So what we learned as museums are just a lot of Velcro, command strips, foam core, and stuff from eBay. You know, just go on eBay and you can get artifacts. They're just sitting there. Yeah.
It's so funny, the cosmic nature of everything, because I just made my first eBay purchase, and they're these shoes that the listeners can't see, but I'm wearing them right now.
Okay, so that is our second sign.
That's number 2. Number 3 is gonna. No, I'm getting nervous.
Out.
Wait, that was your first eBay purchase? How did you go this long?
I know. I'm embarrassed, honestly. I'm trying to think if I've done any other eBaying, but no, for the longest time, I never bought stuff online. Like, I didn't have an Amazon. And then Like in the past year or two, I suddenly caved and got online shopping, and now I'm addicted and I'm having some serious issues.
It's an
Okay, you gotta
addiction.
do Poshmark
Poshmark.
because like a lot of the people on Poshmark, somebody told me this recently, like eBay, they'll charge you a lot because they know what they're selling, but a lot of the people on Poshmark are just moms who don't come to
Oh,
know like what they're selling. So like you can get like really good brands for like super, super cheap. Also, I mean you can do this on eBay, but like on Poshmark, you can like offer it's like completely anonymous. So you can offer like the most obscene, like offensive number to them, and sometimes they'll take it.
on Poshmark, it's
Yeah.
anon. Okay, that's good to know. I just, it's actually like so weird we're talking about this. Where are these pants? I ordered these pants on Depop and they took like a month to come. I was really stressed out and they don't fit, but they're here. They're these. Listeners again
Ew.
can't see. And like you guys can't even see. They're gray.
Their pants.
There's some gray jeans that they're way too big. I've completely fucked up, but anyway, it's Depop.
That's the thing. They come and then it just you have to try things on. Things have to be tried on. So that's what's so frustrating.
That's the
It'd be
thing.
great if you lived in a house with several people who were just slightly different sizes,
Right.
and then you could really just as a team or a community, shop online.
That's when community really comes in handy, is when you have those size variations.
Be a villager,
Be a villa. Wait, so the title, the name THNK1994, am I saying that correctly? And is when you created the museum, did you consciously decide that no matter what exhibit you were going to put on, Tanya and Nancy, who, for any listeners out there who are blissfully ignorant, like two figure skaters who they had a scandal where one broke the other's knee at the Olympics. Do I have that right? And then I, Tanya, the movie with Margot Robbie and all this shit. But anyway, did you have it in mind that you wanted to keep their visions over everything as you moved forward? Because you've done so many exhibits since. I mentioned Kim Cattrall Scatting, which is where I met both of you at some pop-up below the BQE.
A bridge.
Yeah, below a bridge. Yeah.
I think with that, and the first exhibit was not very conscious at all. We just kept on like doing stuff and like, oh, let's add this on this. But I think the thing that came through anytime we talked about it with anybody was when we were growing up, it was the like number one late night joke. Oh, watch your knee. It was Monica Lewinsky level of like a parody of itself. And what was so exciting about watching the documentary was just like, it really like, it was a precursor to I, Tanya, and it showed where both of them came from and how hard they worked. And they were these incredible world-class athletes. And, Nancy was seen as this princess and Tanya was seen as white trash. And it's like, these are athletes who are like world class. And so the story that we wanted to tell like was just kind of the media lens of it and looking past the parody and let's talk about that. And so I think every exhibit we did after that, we wanted to kind of keep that lens. Like even with the Kim Cattrall scatting one, it's like that was kind of like a piece of media that was on YouTube, and it felt like it was kind of one of those things that like was kind of passed around. Have you seen this? Oh my God, it's so crazy. And oh, Kim Cattrall's like, she's so fancy,
Yeah.
but
right, mocking the icon,
mocking it, like what a joke. But it's like, no, this is an icon. This is what an icon does. This is how an icon does spend time with her husband, Mark Levinson, and she does scat poetry with an upright bass, and thank you for letting us see that.
Mm-hmm.
And we should be so lucky.
We should be so lucky. And it's not funny and it's not made to be ridiculed. It's made to be revered. Yes. It's high art.
We just want to roll around in it a little bit.
I would love to do some more rolling with Kim. Do you have upcoming exhibitions planned? I know there have been several since Kim, but before we get into our meat and potatoes, I just wanted to find out, like, are there more exhibitions coming?
We're in the process of making money to put on more exhibits because they do cost money, which is like so we cannot wait to do more exhibits, but right now we are selling ashtrays.
Yes, thank you for the ashtray, by the way.
Well, let's talk about ashtrays.
Let's talk.
Okay? Now, when you purchase an ashtray from our shop, you're not just getting a piece of art.
No.
You know, some of them are by the artist Laura Collins. Some of them are text-based.
Who you work with a lot. Laura Collins has been a big fixture in a lot of your exhibitions.
THNK is to Laura Collins. It is to the yin, is to the yang. You know, and so she's our number one gal. But she does incredible work. The Olsen twins hiding from the paparazzi. That was her series. I mean, let's have a moment. Real Housewives pointing fingers.
Yes.
She's doing a lot of Britney lately. So yes, Laura Collins. But when you buy an ashtray from our shop, you are saying, I want to see more art. Mm-hmm. I want art to live.
Yeah.
I want art around the corner from me.
That's right. Yep.
And it's an investment in art.
I think that's beautiful. And my ashtray, just for anyone who was curious, does say Big is moving to Paris on it. It's lovely, a lovely scarlet color with white font. It just works. I'm actually looking at it right now. I have a piece of sage in there.
Yeah, I wanted to say, what do you keep in there? Sage, you can do keys.
I have
crystals.
sage. I mean, I also smoke weed, and so if I have a joint, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. I haven't used it for cigarettes at all, because typically if I'm smoking a cigarette, it is out in the club. If you catch my drift, in the streets.
Running the streets.
Yeah. But I do have a giant hunk of sage in there right now. So I appreciate it a lot. And I got mine for free, but maybe I'll buy one just to show that I want more art. You know?
No, you don't buy one. Well, just let us know.
I can't afford it. Like,
we'll send it. Anytime you want ashtrays, you just let us know.
Okay, cool. Okay, so before we finally get to your babbling topic, there is an order of business that we do here at Babbling On. It's a sociological study we conduct with every guest. It's called the 8, and that involves you self-identifying whether you are A, Carrie, Miranda, Charlotte, Samantha, Hannah, Shoshana, Jessa, or Marnie. We need to know the T. We just need to know who we're talking to. Otherwise, people just don't know what's going on. So, for better or for worse, who are you in the 8?
I'm Samantha.
You're Samantha.
Marnie.
Samantha and Marnie. Yeah. That checks. I mean, that makes sense to me. I'm Carrie.
We have curly hair.
Yeah.
Curly.
So that's why. Curly. Katie. Yeah. Okay, great. Well, that's out of the way. So, girls, what are you babbling on about today?
And this came from Matt, but we have a crippling skincare addiction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
I would say skincare and makeup. If you want to break it down, I'm not so much into body care yet.
Right. Of course.
Body, you don't even need it. It's just head up.
Head up. If you've got the head right, who cares about the rest?
Yeah. It can be dry.
Yeah.
But that is the topic.
That's the topic.
I don't know what your journey with skincare has been. You have great skin.
Oh my God. Thank you. Yeah. Let me tell you. And then you guys can sort of, prescribe what's needed, because I'm pretty blissfully ignorant. I do want to acknowledge that there were some other amazing topics offered forward that we can touch on perhaps towards the end of the episode. But to start with skincare, I had severe cystic acne in high school. And you know what I did, actually? My dad invited me to come to Mexico with him and his wife and my little brother and sister. And not that this matters, but I had to pay for my own flight. I just want to say that.
Well, let's talk about that.
I decided to pay for my flight. This was the week before the AP chemistry exam, which I didn't study for, and I was babysitting my little brother and sister, and I had such bad zits on my chin area that I figured I would put my zit cream on them, and then I would lay in the sun and let the sun like fry them off. And that seemed like a good idea to me. And so I sat in the sun with zit cream on my chin, and I got like basically a 3rd degree. I guess it wasn't 3rd because it healed, but I like a 2nd degree burn on my chin that was oozing. I failed the AP Chem exam. I had an oozing chin, and my chin was red for like a year, and it was so devastating. Then cut to college, I took Accutane, and my zits went away. And then cut to basically modern day where I don't do that much for skin. I put on moisturizer at night. I've started recently to put on sunscreen, but I saw a dermatologist once and he said I had irreparable sun damage. And so I'm a little concerned. I would love some hope and help.
Matt, this is your time to shine.
I'm shaking. Okay.
Yeah, that was such a powerful story.
Thank you.
That was so powerful.
It was hard to remember all that. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Nothing's irreparable.
Thank you. Nothing's irreparable. That's one thing I believe. Like, even the darkest monster can have redemption. You know?
And I don't see any sun damage.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I do. I'll confess I look younger than I am. So at least we've got that.
I like hate dermatologists.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, that every time I've ever been to a dermatologist, I'm always like, why did I come here? And like, why do I have to see you to like get the things that I need? I had like skin cancer, and then they like when I first went, because I was like, I'm pretty sure I have skin cancer, and they were like, no, you don't. It's like I forget what they called it, but they just like froze it off. I was like, okay. And then they told me that I needed to like do a bunch of other stuff. And then I went back like for a like completely different reason. And then they were like, wait, let me look at that again. And they're like, oh, okay, maybe. And then they like checked it and they're like, yeah, it's skin cancer. And I was like, why did I see you in the first place? I can do everything that they do at Marshall's.
The fuck?
It's very, very fun. But I had cystic acne too. And I feel like I don't get like as much of it now. Now when I like break out, I'm like so excited about it because it means I'm so moisturized.
Yeah.
And
is that what that means? Like if you have moisture in your skin, you'll get a zit.
I think like you get it from like both. Like sometimes there's so many like all the teenagers who go to Sephora now like are using like all these products that dry them out, like exfoliators and like retinols, and so then they get acne because their skin is like basically under attack and it like doesn't need all that stuff and it's like too dry. So you can get it from like both reasons. I think if you have like oily skin, you'll get acne, but also if you're like really, really dry, you just like break out in acne. Sephora is, I would put it at like number 5 on the list of places I like to get skincare. It's so crazy in there. It's like really it's too stressful.
Yeah, and they're watching you like hawks, even though I hear people steal from there all the time. Yet I feel it to be a surveillance state in there whenever I've gone.
I have a friend who says they steal from Sephora, and I'm always scared because I'm like, what if they're not good at it? Like, I don't want to be there when that happens, but
it's not me.
No. So where do we shop for skincare? I mean, both of you, like you've said you had acne. Viviana, I'm curious to hear about your skin journey. And
I just always had great skin.
Yeah.
You know, just throw a little water on there at night. But then Matt got really obsessed with it, and he told me that I wasn't doing it right.
Right.
So now I buy a lot of products, but I don't put a lot on. But I look at them. And it's about more. I did get a facial about 2 years ago, and she said you have dry skin, and so that I didn't know that. I didn't know, and so I was like, okay, well that's really scary because as you get older, like it's just going to dry up. And I just watched the Oprah menopause special.
Oh my god!
And apparently, we as women are just drying up more and more until one day we're just all dry. You know?
Oh my god!
And Halle Berry was there. And she was talking about her dryness. Naomi Watts was the other one.
Halle got dry, but she looks really great.
Well, I think these Oprah specials, because in the end, Oprah was like, "Oh, you just need HRT." Is that what it is?
Oh, so
Yeah.
hormones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like the last special she did was just about like Ozempic. So I think she's just like finding her injections and being like, we're doing a special.
Yeah.
So that's giving
She
me
wants a
hope that
discount.
she's finding the injections, and then just be ready for the injections.
Just get ready for the needle.
Yeah. But so that's when I was like, okay, my main goal is I want to get more into like doing the acids regularly, of the mandelic acids, of the
Okay.
but my number one primary thing is thick ass moisturizers. Just slather it on.
Yeah.
And put some more on top of that, you know? And then I'm probably skipping ahead here, but I have had a makeup transformation in the last month. Venus is in retrograde, but I did change my entire style.
Oh, wow. Well, you look fabulous. I'm a bit gagged.
I know. And this is a 5-minute routine.
You're
so
lying.
I'm going to tell you all about I'm not lying.
Wow.
Matt told me what to do because Matt watches all the videos.
Holy fuck.
And so in 2020 was the first time I was like, I'm going to start learning makeup. So I just watched a lot of like YouTube videos, and it was very much like the primer and the foundation and then the contours and all of that. So I would only do makeup like very rarely because it was such a to-do. And then so I met Matt in Florida and we went to Marshall's. Okay.
Marshall's. So I do want to interject here to say another topic we almost went with was Marshall's, which I'm happy to dig into because it's such a meaty topic. We also were hearing about Princess Diana's chef's YouTube, which I do want to touch on. Marshall's. Does this relate to skincare? Is this where we're buying our skincare?
Yeah. I get a lot of skincare from Marshalls, even though they say you're not supposed to do it, but it's like marked down and they have like a lot of like pretty decent brands, and you can get like some good like Korean beauty brands there.
Wow.
They're just like sometimes like be careful because it may be expired, but
does it expire? See, this is a question I wanted to bring to you, but like, does stuff expire? I mean, besides like milk.
Sunscreen, then like maybe like don't like just rely on that sunscreen or stay away from it. But I don't think like other things expire to a point where it's like, I don't know, the purchase is like so cheap that I'm like, whatever. I don't care if it's expired. I'm going to put it on my face.
No, totally.
There's nothing there that I feel like is going to go. Although I did get something that's like it has goat's milk in it.
Yeah.
And I think that may be bad because it's really smelly.
Goat's milk cheese from the Cerulean Alps. Yeah. Wow, I didn't even realize Marshall's had like liquidy type products. This changes everything.
That's all I do at Marshall's. I only do the skincare. I mean, sometimes I'll get like a t-shirt or something.
Or a candle.
Yeah, and they have like Glossier candles now, but you have to like
at really Marshall's?
Yeah.
Before we get into what we're buying and why we're buying it, because I want you both to walk me through like what do we need to buy and why, and what do we need to do with it? And let's get the routine down and let's use Marshall's as an access point. I do just want to say, and listeners of the pod have heard this before, but basically in college when I was a sophomore, I printed out a ton of resumes because I had a need for a job, walked down the street handing them out everywhere, and was on like my 20th one and handed it to the girl at Marshall's. And that's why I bring this up. And this old woman, and I'm handing it over to her, and she's like, we're not really hiring, but we'll put this away in case something comes up. And I look down at the resume, and instead of my name at the top, it said information technology. And that was because of some Microsoft Word template gone horribly awry, and I had passed those out to basically every business in Boston. Marshall's was where I figured it out. It's an important place to me. Now tell me.
Discoveries happen there.
And then I asked for a pen.
Is a mirror. You stretch it out.
The girl gave me a pen and I was like, can I just write in my name? Anyway, people already have heard that story like 5 times on this podcast. But what are we buying at Marshall's? Why are we buying it? What steps are we taking to try and cling to our youth? What's good for the skin? What's going to help?
I think like you could get everything at Marshall's except for like a tretinoin, like which is like a
What is
prescription
that?
strength retinol. I get that. Sometimes go to Mexico and they sell it over the counter, so I stock up when I'm there. They
And
got a
what
pretty,
will that do? What is retinol once and for all?
it like gets rid of the like top layer of your skin to like make you produce like new skin
So like a
faster.
chemical peel like Samantha.
Yeah, kind of like that. And
Yeah.
then they also have, yeah, that's like the only thing you can't get at Marshall's. Everything
Vitamin
else,
C
yeah.
also is maybe not good at Marshall's.
Oh yeah, like vitamin C is like the other like a retinol and a vitamin C are the only things that are like proven to work. There's like so many other ingredients, but those are like proven. And vitamin C like goes bad.
Like a tablet, a vitamin C tablet?
I mean, it's the same thing, but you put it on your face.
Oh, it's a cream. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. And it
But you
like
put it on at opposite times for your retinol. So vitamin C is for the morning and
Oh.
retinol is for night.
Oh my God. And how often? Every morning and night for these things?
I do it every morning. I sometimes take a break from like the tretinoin because it will dry me out and like I'll realize like I have a damaged barrier. Just get
Okay. So
every
every
once.
once in a while with the tretinoin. Because I do randomly have that for some reason. I think like I don't know why I have a tube of that, but I didn't
Oh my God,
realize we needed to be Babo.
I can see it.
Yeah.
You tell me. Anyway, so daily morning vitamin C cream. I had no idea about that. And that's going to provide some sort of energy to the skin.
That like basically helps your sunscreen work better and it protects against something called antioxidants, which are like car
Anti
exhaust or like the sun or
Oh
just
yeah.
anything that's like bad for your skin.
Antioxidants. I've totally heard that word around town, but I've never really sat down with it. You
I
know?
have
Antioxidants.
I have really sat down with it recently, and it's like it's so fun because they don't like nothing that says it's an antioxidant will give you like an immediate effect, but it just feels so good to like eat a blueberry or like yeah, use a vitamin C or like they have the Ordinary has like 4 million products and it's so cheap, so I buy like all of them, and they have like so many antioxidant products, and like one of them is called what was it called? Oh, pycnogenol. And I don't know. I've never had
Pycnogenol.
it explained to me, but I bought it and I used all of it. And I felt like
You
I
said the
was,
ordinary? I'm not familiar with that term.
but oh my God. The, wait, I'm gonna, like, I can't even get my words out fast enough.
I know, it's
He has so much
exciting.
to say to you.
I know.
Have
I
you
don't know
ever
a
been,
thing.
no,
Like you came to the right girl.
the Ordinary is like, a brand that does skincare, and now they have like some serum foundation, so like a little bit of makeup, but they are so super super cheap. And like they have everything you need, but like a lot of it's kind of shitty. Basically, they like split all the ingredients out into like different products.
Okay,
So
right.
essentially, you're gonna spend the same amount if you like buy like 8 things from there and like 1 thing from somewhere else. But it's so much fun to go into. Although I wouldn't recommend. I would go online because in the store I feel like they're like a little too all over you.
Oh
So
no, no, no.
yeah.
We've had some experiences in the store. I don't even remember what happened, but one time we went in there and like I feel like they were like, "Can I help you?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is
You know?
not okay. Like, no.
Did not feel
Don't
safe.
ask me
I
that.
did not. Can you help me?
You
Can
tell
That's
me.
what you at
me?
Marshalls.
Like, are you capable of helping me? I don't know.
Nobody's gonna help you at Marshalls, which is fun.
Nobody will help you at Marshalls. At
I don't want to
Marshalls,
over.
oh no, go ahead.
I don't want to over. I just want to make it clear to everybody. You can find everything at Marshalls, but you can't find things at every Marshalls. If that
Oh my God.
That's the hunt.
makes sense. Yeah.
Wait
no,
a second.
That's the thrill.
Slow down here. Slow down.
It's the game. It's the chase.
Are you trying to tell me that every Marshalls is different?
Yeah.
They are all the same, and they could not be more different. You know, it's like the different colors of blue. Cerulean. You're looking for cerulean, you know, but you got to wade through a lot of
in the
baby.
bargain bin. Like in
Mhm.
Devil Wears. Okay, so here's something I want to get off my chest, which is the last time I was in a Marshall's, I was working for Project Runway as a production assistant, okay?
Oh my God.
And I for the art department team, and we had to go shopping there for pillows and wall art. And I couldn't find the right art. But that's the whole story. I just remember was carrying
That
a
is
ton
a
of
great
shit.
story.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But they had all sorts of stuff. I was carrying so much I was about to fall over. And I remember it feeling so vast and so full of unexpected twists and turns. I spent most of my time in the home goods section. I didn't even know that there was a skincare section. I just didn't know. And so to find out about this, I'm pretty shocked.
I think we should take you to Marshall's for the first time, because it
agree.
is overwhelming when you're looking for beauty. And maybe Marshall's is like an advanced kind of like, or intermediate place to go. Because the fun about going to Marshall's is like, am I gonna find something that's unopened?
The risk.
You know? Yeah. What's is there Glossier in clearance?
Oh,
you know?
wow.
Yeah. So you do have to have the knowledge.
Glossier, I had a bad reaction to on the eye once. Have you ever dealt with that?
Which product?
What product?
Midnight Glow. What's it called? Morning Dew.
Oh, they have like a glow, like Future Dew.
Future Dew.
Yeah.
It gave me an eye hive.
If you have sensitive skin, I would never go to Marshall's.
I have to go.
I'm going to recommend that you
wow.
don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. No. No.
I mean, you can't go on the clearance.
I'm going to Marshall's clearance. You guys have already hyped it up too much.
No, Wilson, please don't go to.
I'm going after this. Like, it's still open for another couple of hours.
You're gonna die.
No. I'll be fine. I'm sure of it.
You are too sweet for this world. No, you're not safe there.
I'm going. You can stop me. Listen, okay, even if I don't go, what does someone get? What do you do? So you said you wake up in the morning and you slather on vitamin C cream, and then I presume after that is sunscreen?
No. It's 50 steps.
Oh my God.
No.
I have CeraVe sunscreen. Let me say that.
Great.
Face. But sometimes I use body on the face.
Yeah, you can do that. I think as long as you're wearing it. I don't know how different sunscreens are.
I don't think they should separate face and body sunscreen. I'm sorry.
Wow.
And when people say wear sunscreen all year round, it's like, do you seriously mean take like some banana boat all over yourself year round? That seems crazy.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to the point where I do my full body, but I do my face every day, especially because Korean sunscreen, this is how I understand tariffs now. Someone explain it to me.
Yeah, please.
Because Korean sunscreen it's like way better sunscreen than we have here, because we as like a country have not decided to approve new sunscreen filters in like 30 years, but in other countries they have. So you can buy it. They previously were selling it. Like there's like a Korean skincare store, Senti, I think it's called, in Williamsburg. I know it's called that. But
you pretended not to.
kind of heard it. But they have so much sunscreen. But then everyone was scared because they banned it. Like they didn't want, like they were not allowing you to sell like the foreign sunscreens. And then so everyone was going on like websites like Olive Young and Yes Style, which are
Olive Young and Yes Style.
Yeah, and you can ship things in. They ship things in, like a lot of different Hey Beauty, J Beauty, like all different types. And then what happened with the tariffs is now, previously, if you had an order that was under $800, it was not taxed. But now it'll be like basically per item you have to pay $50 more.
What?
Yeah.
So it's over.
It's over. It's
Korean
over.
Sunscreen.
Everything is over. Life is
Life is over. I'm actually super freaked out. I don't know if you guys are by the current state of things.
It's terrifying, and it's like I just need somebody on YouTube to tell me exactly what's going on, you know?
Exactly.
I just am like in this fugue state where it's like, I mean, I just know fucked, you know?
Oh God. Like, we can't even go into it right now because we have so much to cover with skincare.
We have a lot to talk about. Let me tell you how I changed my makeup.
Okay. Yeah.
So the old way out, and then Matt took me by the hand and he said, "Let's go to Marshall's." Okay. Yeah. And then here's what I do now. Okay. Here's what I do now. Okay. I start with a moisturizer. Okay.
CeraVe.
CeraVe would be beautiful. Okay?
CeraVe night cream.
Maybe a day cream.
That's so good, that shit. Yeah.
Oh, I have the night cream.
You know, the night cream's fine. Yeah. Use the night cream.
All right.
Okay. And then, so once that's soaked in, then I go in with a primer. Okay.
What's that?
A primer is kind of like makeup prep. It's like, it's after moisturizer, before makeup, where it just kind of like, it blurs your skin, you know, it like, it just like gives you a canvas.
Does it have pigment,
you know?
Pigment in it?
You can get a pigmented one, but I do an unpigmented one.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, so then you do primer.
Okay, so it's like priming a canvas, quite literally.
Yeah,
okay.
Priming a canvas.
Okay.
And then, okay, so here's what I do. Before I would slather on foundation. Wear a mask.
Yeah.
Over my beautiful face. No. The young thing to do is what I do now is I do a few pumps of moisturizer again, back with the moisturizer because it's all about moisturization.
Oh my God. After you already did a layer. Mm-hmm, okay. Mm-hmm.
A half a pump of real foundation. So I use MAC, but so I used to do just foundation. Ew. Now I mix it with moisturizer and then I do some bronzing drops. Okay?
Oh my God. This is all getting mixed?
I mix it in my hands and then I put it all over my face and then I let that soak in.
Oh my God. How long do you need to let it soak?
Like a minute, just let it air dry.
Okay.
Okay, and then, so now what the new thing is, it's now just about bronzing and blush. And they have Glossier and Milk Beauty all have it, but they have like bronzing drops, Rare Beauty, everyone has it. You do bronzer, blend.
With a sponge?
With a brush.
Oh, a brush.
Or your hands.
Or your hands.
Or your paws.
So paws are okay to use.
Paws are great. Get your paws in there.
Okay.
And then blush, blend. Now use a different brush. And also, this is around the time when you're like, am I clown? Because blush is very scary, but it's the most important thing.
Just for the people who can't see, which is everyone besides us three, you were pointing at your cheeks and your forehead. Do I have that right?
Yes and no. You know what? Just call me and I'll tell you where to put it.
If anyone needs follow-ups, just call her.
Just call me.
We'll put your personal cell in the
Yeah, put my cell in here. Okay. So blush, blend, and then you're like, I'm so red, but that's okay. Then highlighter.
Oh, and you touched your nose there.
I did. Like Jesus, like the cross.
So you'd make a cross on your face.
Make a cross
with highlighter.
Like Jesus.
And that's going to brighten those spots to look like that's where the light shines or
glow, like this, like a star beam is falling around.
Beam. Oh, I love that word.
Then you need I don't know if you need this, but I got it. You use something with your brows. They have brow stuff for your brow.
See, this, I do have to push back here. I'm always like, why is everyone talking about eyebrows like this? To me, I'm like, who cares?
Well, you have fabulous eyebrows.
I should have
fishing.
I don't mean to be a, privileged, conceited bitch, but because I do have good eyebrows, I guess, but I just don't really get the big deal with eyebrows. I don't know. I always was kind of like, does anyone even notice? But I guess then, now I'm putting my fingers over my eyebrows. My face looks completely different.
You're so different. But I'm not mad at it.
It's kind of cool. Should I shave my eyebrows? Or bleach them?
Should we all? Oh, not me.
You look kind of cool. Matt, your picture's blurry enough that I can't really tell, but you look like you would be cool.
You look really cool, but also you look great with it.
It's such a hard call to keep or to.
Just do one. Just do one.
Oh, that's not half bad.
Yeah, so let's all just shave one eyebrow.
At Marshall's.
At Marshall's. With their shavers that have been opened.
They have open shavers? Oh, then I'm definitely going, because you know how hard it is to get a shaver at Walgreens these days? You have to call in like 5 people.
Oh, don't.
You know what I mean? Like, don't even. Does
do
Marshall's do that with the locked up stuff?
They have one case that is just like their most prized items.
What's in there?
It depends on the Marshalls. Some of them, they'll put like a lip gloss behind there, and it's like, what the hell are you doing? And some of them, they'll have like red light masks in there.
I need the lip gloss to be out in the open, or I'm not going to be happy.
Yeah. I think the greatest place we went for skincare recently, we went to Texas. And we went to H-E-B, which is their grocery store. Heb. We went to the Heb. And what was that, like 5 aisles of makeup and skincare?
You're lying. At a grocery store?
No, at a grocery store.
It was insane. I didn't do anything but those like aisles. And
I just dropped them off in beauty and got the rest of the shopping done.
I had some good stuff.
Oh my God.
One thing I didn't like, it was like a natural deodorant. I don't know that the science is there for that yet.
I think we have to go back to aluminum-based deodorants or bust. It's the only way.
Yeah, they need to get those people back in the lab immediately and really scream at them because they put it out, I think, way too soon. It doesn't do anything.
No.
I think that's for people who have a personal sauna and are triathletes. You know what I mean? Because they are they're just sweating water.
Yeah.
You know, because they're so cleansed out. But for the average person, I don't know if it's realistic.
I couldn't agree more. I don't see it. My one thing I do want to say is like, okay, you're a scientist, say, and you're in a lab. You have like 10 other scientists in there with you. You've been doing this your whole life. There have been generations before you doing it. Like, you seriously haven't figured it out yet? That you don't need to put tin foil in the deodorant? I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm just like, how is the only idea, like, what if we emulsified tin foil and put it into a stick for your armpit? I'm like, what are you talking about? This makes me have pause. I'm like, this gives me pause about everything. Like, is this really like, we're accepting these ideas like that, you know, a window should be a rectangle. Like, do you get what I'm saying? It's just like it makes me question everything.
Yeah. Well, it goes back to the periodic table of elements.
There we go.
Pick a different one.
Right. Like, try something else. And by the way, are any of them like proven? I mean, they are. I'm not trying to act daft.
I haven't.
It's just like nothing seems real anymore. I don't know. I don't know. That. I mean, the periodic table is real. Let me be on the record. I believe in the periodic table. I believe in science. I'm just frustrated about the aluminum thing since it's causing cancer.
Yeah. I mean, also, why did they stop at those elements?
I get you.
What else?
I get you. What else? What else is out there?
Can we go further?
What happened by Hillary Rodham Clinton? Yeah. So, okay, do the blush drops and the bronzer drops conclude the routine?
Yeah. Then you put a little of the bronzing drops as if they're eyeshadow. You put it on your eyelids.
So it's all about less is more.
Less is more. It's just a couple products.
You mean just the bronzer, not bronzing drops. Like, those are two different things.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
I was like,
no, I'm so sorry.
What the fuck?
Wait, now I'm really confused and I actually feel weird.
That was uncalled for. That was so unnecessary. That was so messed up.
It wasn't right. So it says the call ends in 15 minutes. Okay, well, we can just hop back.
That's what happens if you babble.
Damn. They really don't want you to talk for more than an hour? Like, what is this shit?
Also, I have a tarot deck that's cat themed. So before we end, I can pull a card for the
that would be great. That would be really good. Yeah. Okay, so you do the eyeshadow using bronzer?
I'm using Cloud Paint by Glossier. And in Coast is my color.
Coast.
And then a little mascara.
Yeah,
I use that.
I sometimes will put on some mascara and some blue eyeshadow. That's
Oh,
kind of
I
what
love
do.
that.
Yeah.
A little pop of
A
color.
shimmery blue in the inner corner of the eye. That's what I like to do.
And then just have a little fun with your lip. That's a personal choice. And then you take a setting spray and you spray it all over your face about 5 inches away until you're wet.
And that
and
holds...
then you fan it.
Oh, you fan it with your hands.
And you fan it, yeah.
Okay.
And then you're good to go all day.
And then that holds it in place, the spray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just make sure when you go on TikTok that the beauty filter's on. And then it's just like boppity boopity boppity bop. You're done,
You know, I just made the abracadabra dance on TikTok. And I'm not normally on there that much, but I decided to get in the ring as a rodeo rider of my own. And I made that.
We'll share it.
We're
going to share it.
I will.
We're on the TikTok. We're gonna find you.
We're obsessed now because on TikTok we just found out they have like if you go into their creator program or whatever. I guess like
the affiliate program.
Program. Then you can look at all of the products in the TikTok shop and you can filter by which ones have free samples. And there is a lot of skincare there. And then you can get a free sample sent to you, and all you have to do is post a video like about it. And it's like I don't know if you like sign a blood contract or something that you'll post a video or whatever, but like you have to post some video where you talk about it, where it's linked so that people can buy it from your video, and you get paid every time somebody buys it. But I just want to get all the free stuff.
They have everything on there. They have cat trees. They've got like candle warmers. They've got
what's a candle warmer? No, seriously, what's a candle warmer?
For people who can't be around like smoke.
Wait, I actually don't understand at all.
It's like a hot plate for your candle, and it's supposed to.
Don't. Yeah. And so you put it under the candle, and it's not lit, and you just like.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no fire hazard, and it's supposed to make your candles last longer.
Sorry, that's when I call bullshit. Like, no way! Just be around some smoke.
Look it up.
No, I believe you both. I believe you both. I'm calling bullshit on the whole industry. Like, just light the damn candle. Will you light my candle? Okay, listen. I need to know once and for all, when I wake up in the morning until I close my eyes at night, what are the steps I'm doing? I start with vitamin C. I need to know.
Start with cleanser.
Oh, cleanser. Okay.
Clean your face, then vitamin C.
Okay.
Cleanser, toner.
No, not really though. Actually,
okay, fine. We'll do the bare bones.
Really, if you want to get into it, because if you put the vitamin C over the toner, then that ingredient isn't really getting into your skin. I mean, you can do it. You can
skip toner.
Toner dried me out back in the day.
Toner. Well,
that's their alcohol-based toners from
using the wrong toner.
From the 60s.
Oh my god!
So you actually really do need to go to Marshall's because they do have quite a few toners that are.
Toner means that you're toning. I don't understand.
It has lost, I think, some of its meaning. The big ones now are more just for more moisture. Like they have them in like a milk.
I feel like I'm basically just writing off toner as like I'm not doing that.
Okay.
No shade. I'm not trying. No shade. It's just like I can't do it all. Toner doesn't sound necessary. I'm gonna skip. So we go cleanser, vitamin C.
Then in this window is whatever you want for your serums, whatever you want to focus on.
Oh, so what could those be? Collagen?
Yeah, they make like a collagen serum, although I wouldn't do that. I would do like
hyaluronic acid.
And that's gonna be moisturizing or burn you as an acid?
It would.
I think skip serums.
Yeah.
What's one good serum that I can take with me? Because I'm genuinely like, how can I stay young? Because oh my god, you guys, can I just level with you for a sec? My whole thing is looking young. Like sexually, I mean, like as soon as I don't look like a young twink, what am I gonna fucking do?
I I feel
Well, you
like
need to watch the Oprah menopause special.
I am scared as fuck. I am scared as fuck. And I will watch the Oprah menopause, but I will be scared.
It's really scary. Watch it with friends. It's scary.
Okay. Like
It's
as
really
a horror movie type thing, I'll do. So anyway, though, what's one serum that I can maintain youth and not sag? I don't want to sag.
No, that's my biggest thing. I don't want to sag.
That's my biggest thing.
I would do like a peptide serum.
Peptide.
Peptide. Find a peptide.
Peptide. Okay, I'll do peptide.
But not copper peptides. Copper peptides don't mix with vitamin C.
See, here's the thing. There's so many rules and intricacies. Like, I'm so glad you mentioned that. So not a copper peptide.
Yeah.
No,
but
but
anything else is good.
It actually, sorry. It actually can be you just would need to wait like 5 minutes before you put them on top of each other. Do you have 5 minutes?
This sounds... I don't. I don't have 5 minutes. This sounds like a fucking petri dish on my face.
Oh, yeah. You want to get to that point, though, where like a bug would die on it. You know?
Here's what you're going to do. You're going to cleanse.
Yeah.
You're going to do vitamin C. You're going to do a moisturizer. You're going to do SPF, right? Those are your 4 basics for the morning, right?
Quick question. What kind of cleanser? What brand moisturizer?
Cleanser doesn't matter as much. It's like the least important one. Just get anything from the drugstore.
CeraVe.
CeraVe's fabulous.
I've heard CeraVe is great, and it's reasonable price-wise.
Naturium and Prequel and what's the other one?
Stratia.
They all have great vitamin C's, and they're good price points. Actually, Stratia is so great, and I think you get free samples from the TikTok shop. So watch me do a lot of videos soon. But they're so good because they have like an old school style system where you just get all of their products. They all work together. It says morning, night. They tell you the steps.
I love that. I want a
Yes.
package where it says
like
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
And I think you can get everything for like $200, like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like over 10 different products, but you can get them all for like.
And
like
that's cheap in the skin world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they all work together. They're not going to compete. And that's what actually I would recommend. Yeah.
Stratia.
Model.
Okay, so you said for morning we wake up, cleanse, vitamin C, moisturizer, SPF.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
This is so fun.
This is fun. Thank you guys. Like, this is so great. Thanks for taking the time. And I want to come on your podcast too. I think that would be so
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, where were we? So when you leave the house for the day, you've ended on your SPF. I'm using CeraVe. Now, when I'm doing that, I'm putting like 2 little squirts and then I'm just kind of going, and it's not covering everything.
Use a little more.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Use a little bit more.
Okay.
2 fingers. Like
and your neck too? You're getting your neck too. Okay, yeah. I'm worried about
your hands.
Oh my God.
Let's not forget our hands.
But it's facial sunscreen. Is that okay to spread to the hand?
You think facial sunscreen is just like a little more expensive, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's a huge difference. I mean, I think like what if we were like, no, it's not okay.
But you know, Pam Anderson didn't use sunscreen and she was on Baywatch. So
she didn't use sunscreen?
She
was like, she didn't believe it.
Wait, really? That makes me love her even more.
I love her so
I love her.
Much.
She's one of the best celebrities.
Have you watched her like homesteading show?
Her wedding?
Her homesteading show. It was like she was remodeling her house in Canada. It was like a farmhouse. And it's just like her going through old clothes and then like looking at old pictures and walking around.
No way. Boots. I watched her documentary though. Did you watch that?
I didn't watch that one yet.
Oh, it's amazing. And I actually, name drop, I had the chance to interview her for that with the director of it. And they were so cool. She was one of I've interviewed a lot of celebrities throughout my journalism career, and she was top 5 coolest people. Like, she was so down to earth and smart and just like present and cool, and her dogs were in the background. Like, she's everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah. 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 I love her. And she looks gorgeous. I love how she's rocking the like not wearing makeup thing, even though we just discussed how great makeup can be. I do support.
Makeup's out. If she says it's out, it's out.
So
I think it's a little bit though.
I think it is coming back. I'm actually starting to get into makeup low key. And after this conversation, and then the eye stuff that I mentioned. And I am putting on a little bit of blush. I'm finding these days.
Same.
Yeah. I think blush is great. So
I'm trying to figure out where to put it though. I don't know.
Put it on your cheek, you know.
Bop, 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 bop.
I put a little on my nose too to look sun-kissed.
Nose is so cute.
Yeah, I
so
love
cute.
that.
Yeah, nose is it. Yeah.
Tell me this and tell it true and tell it clear and tell it blue. When you get home after a day out, not that I would presume everyone spends all day out. I certainly don't. I spend time in my home in the middle of the day often. What do you do before bed with your skin is what I'm trying to say here.
I do so much. I do an oil cleanser and then a regular cleanser.
Oh, and that's for makeup, right? If you want to take makeup off, you use an oil
Or grime.
cleanser.
Or grime.
Sunscreen, they say.
Grime.
I do both.
Or
And then,
sunscreen?
yeah, and then depending on the night, I have this thing from The Ordinary called growth factors, which are apparently supposed to
Growth factors.
sagging.
What are they supposed to do? I didn't catch that.
Stop sagging skin.
Oh, I need a growth factor.
Yeah. I've been using it, and I don't know. I should have taken a before picture. But
Fuck. So you're
like
noticing results?
I don't know. You know, like I have my glasses on now, and when I look in the camera thing, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is happening? Like, why am I putting all this on if it's like this is what it's getting me?
I can't see you in your camera. Like you're
so
super blurry. So I don't know like what.
Yeah, you're good.
I don't know.
When I wear my glasses, it's like the SpongeBob like filter, you know, or like where it's like everything like just disgusting. So like
wait, do you mean like on 30 Rock when they do, you know that? Do you guys watch 30 Rock when they
when everyone's Muppets?
What? Yeah, with the Muppets and the HD.
Absolutely, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I don't love wearing them, but I can't do that one. But yeah, so I like that. And then if I do that, then I'm not gonna do. I have a CeraVe exfoliating cream.
CeraVe.
Love CeraVe.
Yeah.
And those two I think I can't use together, so I take that out of the equation. I'll do the growth factors, then I put on my Mexican tretinoin, then I put on my toner.
Oh, so toner does still have legs.
Yeah, and depending on how many toners I have, that could be 3 or like right now it's just 1.
Once again, I feel like I asked this already, but I still don't know the answer. What does a toner do? Toning?
They like moisturize.
It moisturizes.
That's what I like. They can do all different things, but I like the ones that just make me like super, super, super moisturized.
Toner is kind of like it's after cleanser, before actives. Now, actives are your retinols, your serums, your things like that.
Oh my god!
So it's kind of like just like a bridge. Think of her as a bridge.
That makes a lot of sense. You're putting it
and you can layer them. You can layer them, but you also don't have to. If you were to get one toner in this world, I really like TIR. Say
that again. I really like TIR. The Roger.
It's TIR, and it's you put it on when your skin is wet. Okay, if you don't put it on when your skin is wet, you'll be mad. But it's like a bug will die on your skin. It's thick.
Oh wait, what? Wait, what?
Milky.
It's thick? I thought toners were thin.
They're thick now. They're thick now.
The toner I used was thin as water.
You probably were using an alcohol.
It burned. It burned.
Yeah, you like Seabreeze or something.
It was from Rite Aid. It was blue.
No. That's 1942. No.
Oh my God! It was.
This
Johnson
is a milky,
Johnson.
moisturizing toner.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Teacher.
But it's sure.
So
but I would say cleanser. You can double cleanse, but you don't have to.
And
cleanser,
when you said oil and then regular, like what was that about? Are you using? Did I hear that oil you don't use water with?
No, you not immediately.
No. Oh.
You like rub it all over your face, and then you wash it. What?
Oh, okay.
Don't forget about exfoliation.
Every day? Aren't you going to scratch something? Okay.
Some days.
Oh.
You can do it every day too.
But can you? Because that sounds like you'd scratch it.
If you
barrier.
Use a physical one, like I got one from Marshall's that was Scarlett Johansson's brand, the outside.
Wait. I have something you guys will both love. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you two grab the funniest screen grabs from all of the shit, like all of the shows. You have the funny quotes. Like seriously, go follow both of their Instagram. It's so funny. And I saw something today that made me think of you two, which was it was the 19-year anniversary of a woman disappearing behind Scarlett Johansson at the Golden Globes. Have you seen this video?
I love that video, and apparently it's her mom.
So is her mom still missing? Like the woman is gone.
Hasn't seen her in 20 years.
I think that is insane. There is nowhere that she could have gone.
Every listener out there, go search for this Scarlett Jo on the red carpet looking so hot. Holy shit. It makes me really scared.
Angry.
But I'm trying to let go of that rage that I've carried for so long where I got mad when people were hot like that. But I haven't been able to fully let it go.
People are so upsetting.
Yeah, of course.
They shouldn't be walking around with us.
No, they should go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or let me think about that actually, because I don't want them to be gone.
No, but this just, maybe.
Just let me think. Just let me think on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so ScarJo, a woman, her mom allegedly disappeared behind her. Anyway, so she has an exfoliant.
Yeah, she has a whole. Yeah,
it's a micro polish.
It's a micro polish. A microfiche.
At Marshalls. There are other outset products.
But you're not going to be finding that at every Marshalls. Let's just say that right now.
No, we covered that.
I don't want to misrepresent. I don't want people to go to Marshalls, call me because they have my phone number and yell at me. It's like go to Marshalls in nice, go to Palm Beach and go to that Marshalls.
I will make your phone number the title of the episode just so it's very easy to find.
Good.
But don't call it if you can't find ScarJo's exfoliant at Marshalls because just try another Marshalls. No, she's not answering those ones.
No.
Wait, I would love if I got just random people called me to talk about skincare.
I'll put your numbers in the thing if you want. Like, we have a thriving community who would love to chat.
Do it.
They're talkers. We're talkers around here.
Yeah. We're always ready.
So after you exfoliate, get me to the finish line here because I do want to touch on Princess Di's Chef's YouTube. So
and I have to pull a catacorn card still too.
Yeah. So how do we conclude our skin?
I mean, what is the finish line? Does it really is there?
It's always moving.
It's always.
But let me handle this. Cleanse.
A cleanse.
Toner if you feel like it.
Yep. Which I don't.
Tretinoin 3 nights a week.
3 a week.
A thick ass moisturizer, the night cream.
CeraVe. Night cream. We did CeraVe that.
And then throw some Vaseline on top of it.
Wait, what do you mean?
Throw some Vaseline on top of it.
Everywhere?
On your face. But not on nights you use the retinol.
Why?
because I said so.
Will that cause a bad reaction?
I do it, but it's like it locks it in so it can just like burn your face off, like on a truck.
Just that. Wait, so are you trying to tell me to put Vaseline on every inch of my face?
Yeah.
On hydrating nights, when you're just like maybe exfoliating, doing a thick moisturizer, seal it in with some Vaseline. You can buy a facial oil. Trader Joe's has a good one that's like a dupe for Drunk Elephant. But really, you can just get some Vaseline, put the Vaseline all over your face, go to sleep, lie down on your back, face up, and then when you wake up, 5 years younger.
But when you do the Vaseline, it makes mouth tape. It won't stick to your mouth.
You can't use the mouth tape.
No way. Are you guys doing that?
I did.
And how did it work? Could you breathe? I have a clogged sinus.
I could breathe fine, but it never stayed on the whole night. I would wake up and it would be on different parts of my body.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, where to get a mouth tape.
Where did it go?
It would just, sometimes it would be wrapped around my finger. Sometimes it'd be down like by my feet at the bed. Sometimes it would be on the floor. It just never stayed like on my mouth. It migrated.
Okay. My one question is though, just like I thought people were afraid of oily skin, and now we're slathering Vaseline on every inch.
No, we want to be oily.
Oh, okay. So that was a common misconception. Okay, so that's skincare. I feel like we all basically get it. Do you want to quickly address the elephant in the room, which is Princess Diana's personal chef's YouTube channel?
Princess Diana Chef. Let me just pull up his name.
Yeah.
But he has a YouTube.
He's still alive?
Darren McGrady. He's also got an Instagram, and he's also got a TikTok, but the YouTubes are the long form places. He started as a chef in the castle, and then in the palace for everybody. But then when Diana got divorced, he became her chef.
Yeah.
And for her what would have been her 60th birthday, he cooked some of her favorite meals. And he also tells a few stories. Like one time,
oh shit, we should have
yeah.
Oh fuck. Yeah. You guys can come back on to go deep on this. Wait, but what did he say?
Okay, well, one of the stories is that, like, she was liking salmon at one time, and so people would call her. He got a call from, like, the palace, and was like, what is she eating right now? And she's like, oh, she's like salmon right now. And then a few weeks later, she comes home, and she's like, whatever you're making, just please say it's not salmon. Everybody is cooking me salmon. And he's like, oh, my God, that's my fault. And then so he had to call back and say, she hates salmon now. Mix it up. Another great story was that so one time he was pulling out kind of like a little too fast from the driveway.
He was pulling out a little too fast?
A little too fast from the driveway. And like then she was there and she was like, she gave him a look like, I don't like that. And then she wouldn't talk to him for weeks. And he didn't know what to do.
Because he almost hit her or what?
It was just like she didn't like that.
Oh. I didn't know she had that sort of. Okay.
I think there are kids around and stuff. You can't be pulling out fast with driveways.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, but normally she was really friendly and she would like come in and just like eat in the kitchen with him. Like there's, pals.
She's so down to earth. I just love her. Side note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so how he rectified this was he sent out breakfast one day, but it was the eggs and the bacon in a smiley face. And then she came to the kitchen. She said, "You think you're cute, don't you?" And they were friends again.
She said that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? Please don't let it be.
You can make her favorite dish, which was a twice baked potato with like an egg in it, a poached egg.
How do you bake it twice?
You bake it. You scoop it out. You mix it with stuff. You put it back in. You top it with things. And then you twice bake.
And you said that there was a poached egg in there along with spinach.
Oh yeah, there's a spinach and a poached egg.
Oh, that sounds good.
And he walks you through it. Also, his scones recipe is really easy, really good. I did it for the holidays. A lot of butter.
Is he hot?
A lot of butter. He was younger.
He is. I can just tell that he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Darren McGrady. You know what? Yeah, he is.
He is.
Yeah.
So Yeah, let's pull tarot. Let's pull tarot. I really actually need some clarity, particularly on just like how the rest of my night is gonna go.
Yeah, this is my question: is how is the rest of the night gonna go for Hilton? This is my Catacorn themed deck. What does Hilton need to know? Okay, so it jumped out. It jumped out.
Oh my
The
God.
Ace of Pentacles.
It's the Ace of
And
Pentacles.
it's on a little paw. Okay,
what is Catacorn? Is that like a cat thing?
It's a cat themed tarot deck. So you'll hear from the descriptions about how it's about cats.
Okay, perfect.
Let's see. This one's the Ace of Pentacles. This is a good one. Good for you.
Yay.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, I'm so happy.
And if you're listening at home, this applies to you as well.
Yeah.
Okay. A beautiful new day is upon us, and the Catacorn has a sparkling golden coin for you. The paw seems to appear out of nowhere, much like the new opportunity associated with money, business, or wealth that will be appearing for you. There is an opportunity here for manifesting wealth and abundance. The Ace of Pentacles encourages you to say yes to what is being presented to you. You may receive an unexpected sum of money, a job offer, a new business idea, or investment, or inspiration to manifest more wealth. Hilton, don't go to Marshall's. Don't go to Marshall's. It's not safe.
I'm not going to go to Marshall's. I know what's going to happen, and it's something I can't talk about on the record.
Are you serious?
Well,
the Catacorns are so powerful.
I actually feel like I know what this is about. Oh, this is crazy.
You're so powerful.
Oh,
wow.
my God.
Okay, well, when you can announce it, call me. My phone number
I
will be
can tell you guys I'll
thing.
never be able to announce it publicly due to the way our society is structured. But I do feel confident that I can tell the two of you off record.
Okay.
But first, let me see if it happens. I don't want to jinx it.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Did you want to pull for yourself at all, or do you feel like you know your cosmic place right now?
I feel like I'm going to take yours too, because
I think that was for all of us. I kind of feel like we're all coming into some money tonight.
You feel that? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Significant amounts.
Significant amounts and a new business idea.
You guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming on. This was such a treat. I so worship at the altar of you two. And so I'm so gagged you're here, and I can't wait to come on yours and spread the good word.
Anytime. And we'll dive more into Princess Diana's chef.
Yeah, let's set it up and let's talk more about Diana when I come on.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a Diana themed.
Okay, great. Okay.
Buy an ashtray.
I love you guys. Yeah, buy an ashtray. God damn it. I'm going to hit stop on the recording. Bye, Babbles. Bye.
I'm going to talk about all the things that I want to talk about. We'll just keep talking. Just keep talking. For so long. We're babbling
Produced and edited by Hilton Dresden. The theme song is by Benny Cotoletta, featuring Callie Baker, and is produced by Benny Cotoletta and Jack Krause. The artwork is by Hilton Dresden. Audio consultation from Kenzie Woodrow and Dallas Seeker. Special thanks to Alec Cohen, Natalie Rotter-Waitman, Molly Montgomery, Nick Krause, and to everyone who has subscribed to Dabbling on the Substack and refused to shut the fuck up.